Peace. This is a meat and potato sorcery production starring myself, the Warrior Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is projecting consciousness. Now, I want to talk about projecting consciousness when you are lucid dreaming, and I also want to talk about some of the things, pitfalls / dangers that you're going to run into. So, as mentor, I want to prepare you. Now, when you are projecting your consciousness, basically, when you're in the lucid dream state, we all know with a lucid dream, you can dictate the outcome of the dream. You have total control. Whereas if you're just dreaming, that's pieces of a puzzle and you really don't have as much control about it. And every dream isn't going to be some prognostication of some doom and gloom to come. It's not like that. Some dreams are just harmless. They can be based off of not being able to project your consciousness. Now, many books, especially the Necronomicon, when you're working with those spirits, they want you to do something between the hours of like 3 to 6, which is very sound. And let me tell you why. The reason it's sound, but I take it one step further. I would say 3 a.m. I agree with, to maybe 5:15 to 5:30, because the mind is susceptible to whatever you put into it. And then the psychic disturbances are a few. What you're going to have to deal with, and I've dealt with this, is that you're going to deal with astral parasites, usually during that time when you're going to the next level as a witch or a sorcerer. And the astral parasite, let me just put it like this, they are the biggest haters in the world because they want you to deviate from who you are. People think that the more you evolve and you grow and you become stronger with your magic, that they're not going to try you. No. See, that's the mistake a lot of witches and magicians make. Oh, well, they already know who I am. It doesn't matter. If anything, they're going to come to you full force, even more, to try to corrupt your spirit. But one thing, the spirit can be corrupted, but the soul and the superconsciousness cannot. So this is why it's very important to know this. The superconsciousness always is going to respond to symbols and numbers. So a good book for that is Practical Sigil Magic by Freda UD. That is the best book out on sigil magic. Excuse me. And also, Aleister Crowley, he projected his consciousness. Now, how did he do that? He was walking one day and he wanted to show somebody how to project consciousness and that he was a true magician. So what he did, he buckled and he fell to his knees. The person a few feet in front of him did the same thing. And you can do it too, but you got to know this is an advanced skill and it may take months, maybe even years to get it. This is how you do it. Okay, I did this about 3 to 3:30, maybe 4 in the morning. So what I did was I envisioned creating an astral temple. And this is where do it that late, especially if you're going through insomnia. If you're going through insomnia, actually this is a great thing because you're tired and you are going to fall to sleep, but it doesn't feel like you sleep. So that's the best time to do it if you're suffering from insomnia, because I did it. So I created an astral temple and me and my consciousness worked together. What was my address of that temple? 236 11. Of course, everybody knows that's that's like my favorite number, 11 and 7, my favorites. So, but it goes on. I even created the temple address, 236 Brooklyn Avenue. I created the people that were around me. I created a family astrally, knew everything about it, and my mind was working in concert with it. So you keep practicing it, and I had control of who was there, who wasn't there, and you can do the same. But you do it while you sleep, but you're cognizant and you're aware mentally of what's going on. So I get up this morning and always do divination, or you can do something like numerology. So I added up 236. Brooklyn Avenue. That was the street I created. Brooklyn Avenue. In Chaldean and Pythagorean numerology, it came to 7. Now, you can project your consciousness to someone that you love or someone that you're very in tune with. Someone told me they had a dream where it was me and it was a whole bunch of water. And it was myself, 2 other young ladies, another man, and 2 female students or acquaintances of him. 7. So you can project this. You got to envision it, and the mind is going to send it out. Trust me. The other thing that you're going to do with an astral parasite, if they try you, you can destroy them. But the best way to go about that before their annihilation, think of something that you may have, that meant a lot to you, but now you see, now it means nothing. And you're really thankful for how things have turned out. Because see, on the surface level, when we're dealing with emotions, sometimes, well, this didn't happen to me and I deserve that. A lot of us go through that. That's, come on. But then I saw something. And when you are appreciative and thankful for how far you've come in life and what you do have, that infuriates an astral parasite. And then you got to threaten them. Some spirits you got to get aggressive with. Look, I will end you. And you have to say it just like that. You have to be very aggressive with certain spirits, particularly poltergeists and parasitic entities. You got to let them know you mean business. So that's how you project your consciousness, and then you check it. That's why it's good. Either keep a journal on you personally, or you can download a journal app. But that's how you can project your consciousness. And lastly, use divination. I had someone that I'm mentoring, and I'm very thankful for that. She said, was you giving me a tour of the undead, the underworld, in an Uber? Of course, did divination, because you never make it about ego. It was like, yeah, that was you. So you can send your super consciousness to more than one place. Let me say it again. If you know what you're doing, you can send it to 2, maybe 3 places. The magician or the sorcerer, when they're skilled, they can do that. But the best way to do it between 3 to 5:15, and you're laying down, and then that's how you control the dream, because you're tired and you nod off. But then you'll start programming the super consciousness, and it's going to respond firstly either through sigils or numbers, because it already knows what numbers are favorable to you when you came here in this physical incarnation on this 3rd dimensional plane. So that is how you do it. Practice, practice, practice. So with that, that is your meat and potato source for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.